Hello, everyone. I think this is the 13th video exclusive for August of 2025. Why they hate Trump so much. I want to get into classified information. It's coming out with burn bags are being discovered of all kinds of documents that Swamp tried to burn, tried to hide, tried to destroy about the 2020 election fraud and so many other things. But in general, the swamp. It's and I've written at theforgenews.com on this. Yes, okay. tinyurl.com/JLD articles. And yes, warning, they have been notified their ads. There are certain ads that are rotating through that are causing antivirus software to freak out and declare that, because a pop-up is attempting to be popped up that shouldn't be. Doesn't happen with every ad, and I'm thankful they run ads so that theforexnews.com remains free for all to read. But so on occasion, you may go to read an article and woo, antivirus freaks out, blocks a pop-up, warns you, oh my God, malware, virus. No, no, no. It's just an ad doing something it shouldn't that's causing the antiviral software to trigger. Just close the tab that's trying to be popped up that shouldn't be, and you don't want to see, you don't need to see it, and then just go right back into the article, and it's likely to let you read it without a problem. My apologies. I'm as frustrated as you about it. Being a writer there, it annoys me that people run into this problem trying to read my articles. And indeed, at theforexnews.com, I have a piece, Why People Hate Trump So Much. He's no longer his first term. He played the game quite a bit, unfortunately. He's still playing it a little this time on some things. Because the swamp, and it's not just commie fasci sociis, it's also Cinos and rhinos, right? The swamp is built and designed to, if they want to do something to you, to us, the people, they can move faster than the speed of sound, Mach 10. But when it comes to doing anything for the people that actually helps the people, doesn't help the ruling elites in the swamp and their power and control over us, they move slower than the speed of molasses. Well, they hate Trump most because he's less willing to play the game this time. No, we're going to discuss today. By the end of the day, we're going to develop a plan of action. And tomorrow, we're going to start to implement the plan of action. No more, oh, we'll talk now. We'll talk again next week. Then we'll talk again next month. And then we'll talk some more next year. And maybe a decade from now, we'll do something. No, no. We're going to look at the law. We're going to work within the Constitution. We're going to have a plan of action by the end of today. We're going to start acting tomorrow. No more delays. No more stalling, no more dragging things out weeks, months, years, decades. That's why they hate him the most. He won't let them get away with the usual stall. Now, we're all frustrated like with Tulsi Gabbard and the classified information discovered in burn bags and what's all happening. It does at times take time to do things the right way as opposed to the wrong way. We are all frustrated. Same with Blondie, as I call her, Pam Bondi, right? Less talky, more doey. All right? It does take time to do some things, but we still see again the swamp delay, stall, drag things out. Where are the arrests? Where are the charges? Where are the getting the prosecutions going to put people behind bars? Less talky, more doey. Action, which is why they hate Trump the most. He acts. He does things. He doesn't delay and stall and drag things out. Now back to classified data. 9 times out of 10, something is classified not because if the Russians knew of it, it would be a major national security threat and danger. No, 9 times out of 10, something is classified because someone in government is doing something they shouldn't be doing. So they classify it to cover their ass, to hide their actions. So it will be classified for 50 years and they'll be dead when it comes out they were doing what they shouldn't have been doing. That's thankfully there's some good people in government and the burn bags weren't burned and we're now able to put some of this information, gather it, collect it, report it. That's taking a little time. Tulsi, move faster. You gotta move faster. We gotta have this information ASAP, not next year, not next decade, next week, next month at the most. We gotta have it now. They classify it to hide the information because they've done something they shouldn't have. Not because it's a major national sources and methods, right? Yes, at times I get that. We have to protect sources, especially clandestine spies and methods by which we do things. Yes, you want to keep that classified. But 9 times out of 10, the source is them, and the method was they did something illegal, so it's classified to keep it not from the Russians, but from we, the people. And they hate Trump, they hate Gabbard, they hate RFK Jr. because no, we're not going to debate for 10 years. We're going to you've got 10 days, 10 weeks at the most. Gather the information, put forth your best argument, but we're going to come to decisions and we're going to act on the decisions, not delay for a decade. They hate Trump and several of the people in the cabinet because they are doers, not delayers. All right. I think I've gone long enough. Again, there is a piece at beforeitsnews.com why they hate Trump more than anyone else. Because he's trying to do things, right? The courts keep the left stall, delay, find a liberal activist court to put in order roadblocks. Delay. Don't do anything, just talk about it. Congress, CINOs, rhinos, the fascocrats, all, we want to talk about the issue. We don't ever want to actually do anything that solves the issue. Immigration, we need comprehensive immigration. No, you needed to enforce the laws that were there. Trump dares to enforce the laws that are there. He isn't talking about doing it. He's doing it. He isn't playing the game of, oh, let's talk about it some more. Oh, let's legislate some more. Let's drag this out for another decade. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.